All right, everybody. Football. Football. We've said our hellos and such. Let's get into the crux of what this stream is based around. Season 5 with your Houston Texans, who are in a bit of a pickle. A bit of a predicament that we need to talk about. Top right-hand corner of your screen is our total funds for those who are watching on a mobile phone as opposed to a corded phone. Remember those? $23.8 million in funds. That is not a lot. That is problematically low. So the issue that we have with that, anybody whose contract is coming up, it's going to be very difficult to re-sign them. And draft pick-wise, it might be in our best interest to not make a first-round pick or a pick in the first round this year to save out on the bonus money that is going to need to be paid to said first-round pick. We went super aggressive out of the gates. It didn't really work. We did make the playoffs last year for the first time, but now we're kind of going to have to deal with the consequences of that not working out, which has led to some changes with the roster, and I will talk about our whole situation, our setup, our outlook, so on and so forth, whatever word that you really want to use for that, right? So, in talking about that, let's look at our team for this season. As always, I made a lot of changes, did what I had to do. So, at quarterback, Paul Devlin's still our guy. Why would he not be? He's a stud and a half. Backup quarterback this year, Jimmy Jam Garoppolo as the mentor. Running back wise, Cam Akers has been traded. To free up the almighty dollar. Dameon Pierce is now our guy. We have our new draft pick, Justice Coffee. Amazing name. But Justice Coffee behind him, he's nothing special. Melvin Gordon as the mentor. So, running back wise, Dameon Pierce was great last year. He was actually better than Cam Akers. Justice Kafefe. There you go. So, I'm hoping Pierce will still do all right. We should have stuck with him as our starter the whole time. But I was so intrigued by the new free agency system, we went a little bit overboard. Fullback, new UDFA, Brody Palmer. Normal dev for him. Out of USC, Brody Palmer is there. What we get for Akers? Not much. Primarily draft picks. I think we might have gotten a first out of it. I don't think I can go back far enough in transactions to see it. That's the problem. Wide receivers. Of course, he was traded at the draft. Calvin Ridley is gone. Our wideouts are Jerry Jeudy, Josh Robinson, Robert Woods brought on as the mentor veteran. He'll be low in the depth chart. Andrew Kitchens, who was great last year, trying to get him to develop. You got Terry Johnson and Rashad Steele at the bottom. No great dev patterns there. We're hoping to see some breakouts this year. Tight end wise, Austin Norris, Eric Ebron was signed, and then Keyshawn Witherspoon was drafted. He's normal dev as well. The main guy there is Austin Norris. Left tackle, we were able to acquire BJ Nash, which is crazy. So we moved on from Jedrick Wills. This guy is unbelievable. I kind of regret this trade, and you'll see why in a minute. But behind him, another veteran, another mentor, Charles Leno. Starting left guard, Terrell Williams. He's a beast. Mitch Price, Matt Filer behind him. Williams still has star dev, at the very least. Fresh new center out of the draft, Gary Drew. We do not know how good he is, but Gary Drew is a beast. Brett Jones behind him. Right guard, still Dennis Brooks. He is, of course, once upon a time was a superstar. He's now star dev. Again, when we do a draft of glory out of this, we're taking dev regression off. Otherwise, that challenge is fucking impossible. Ashton Broussard's, there's no great trade for him. He's a good player to have. And Halapulafati Vaitai. Guess where he's from? He's in as the mentor. And then right tackle, Elton Jenkins is there. And Tantruve is here. Thank you for the 4 months. How the heck are ya? It's good to see you. I hope you're good. Defensive end, Eddie Goodwin. Still star dev for him. Florida man, Eddie Goodwin. With D Ford, again, as the mentor. Brendan Pleasant on the edge. Star dev for him as well, so not too bad. Sheldon Richardson behind him. Defensive tackle, Shakir DiCarvalho. You would have seen it. Still superstar dev for him. He's had an interesting time. With Fletcher Cox there, who's going to be the third option. But Josh Owens did regress down to normal dev. I really don't like this dev regression shit. I got to be honest. It's a bit of a pain in the balls. Linebacker-wise, redrafted him, I believe, 2nd overall, Juan Gibson. Absolute monster of a linebacker. I love him. D'Angelo Graham's still there. Matt Judon brought in as the mentor. Middle linebacker. We have traded Miles Jack. We have traded Deacon Slate. And we say hello to Wolverine for the 3 months that I very much appreciate you for. Appreciate you very much. Again, we were offered a trade for John Redd, who we missed out on in the draft. I kind of do regret trading for him, but once we did, Deacon Slate became obsolete. Out of any trade, I kind of regret getting this guy because I don't like getting the picks that I miss out on because it feels like cheating. But he's here now, damn it. He's here now, and he's unbelievable. So he is our starting middle linebacker. Deacon Slate was traded. Miles Jack was traded. Quincy Bradfield still behind him. But yeah, this guy's unbelievable. And on the right-hand side, Antonio Hyde is still very, very meh. When we thought he would be amazing, he is not. Corners, A.J. Terrell, Derek Stingley, Derek Sellers, then Emmanuel Timmons, and Jason Verrett. So nothing too special outside of those top 3, which are great. At safety, Jalen Petra is going to be the starter. Veteran Micah Hyde was brought in as the mentor. We did get rid of John Johnson. On the other side, Derwin James is still here. Jimmy Ward behind him. Our kicker, you know him, you love him, Easton Trout. And our punter, free agent, veteran Michael Dixon, because none of the punters we drafted were good. So, in terms of the practice squad as well, we got a good amount of guys there, including Tarpley that we just drafted. So we got a couple of guys there that are decent. I think it auto-signed a couple of other guys, perhaps, but it's not that bad. So draft pick-wise, yeah, we have 4 first-round picks after being done with trading players 2 seconds, 2 thirds. I really do feel like we're going to make 1 pick, like tops. We might even trade away all 4 to get more capital later in the draft because we have to be super careful with the money. So not only is there that little tidbit, then there's the salaries. Here's where it becomes a problem. Jerry Jeudy's contract is up at the end of the year. I re-sign him, the team goes bankrupt, basically. So this will be Jerry Jeudy's last year with Houston. It'll be Elgin Jenkins' last year with Houston. We are going to try like hell to keep Austin Norris. It is Shakir DiCarvalho's final year of his contract, and BJ Nash's. And Derek Sellers at corner. Yeah, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. To keep this team afloat, the quality of this team is going to fall off. I think we fucked up by accidentally signing too many free agents who I didn't expect to see accept the deal, but they did. We burned through all of our funds, and we're probably boned. We did go ahead and adjust some of the ticket prices. We're going to test stuff out there. Scouting has already been set up for this season. A lot of wide receivers in the upcoming draft. We're going to try to find that Jerry Jeudy replacement. But we might be boned. Just preparing you now, we might very, very well be screwed. We are in a bit of a nosedive, even though the team's better. And I don't know if we're good enough to make it out of this. I am tempted to jump in on a week-to-week basis. Why not trade Jerry Jeudy? Because we can win a Super Bowl with him this year. And then who gives a shit if he leaves? That's why. We always seem to suck whenever we jump into the sim. We are going to jump in against Philadelphia. And we're going to hope like hell that we don't suck. And if we lose this game, even though it is against a very good team, and I'll move back over here. You know, the amount of superstars that we have, it's frankly ridiculous. They have a couple of X factors, though, including their quarterback. If we lose this game, I don't think we'll go in depth consistently. I will probably elect to have us shout to Mr. Sven on that primer, by the way. Appreciate you. Thank you very much for using that prime sub here. You could have used it anywhere. You used it here. Thank you very much. But yeah, we lose this game, then we're just gonna sim from the main menu, because I don't trust that we can actually win games consistently from this setup. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, this is probably our best chance at winning a Super Bowl. Like, in general, I feel like, I mean, again, we made the AFC Conference title game for the very first time last season. Like, in general, in this franchise, but in general, the Texans franchise history, they've never made it. We need to win a Super Bowl this year. Because we are about to lose a lot of talent. And we're not going to be able to bring in very good talent to try to replace them either. So this is a big, big season for your Texans. And we'll see how they start off at home. And the answer is not very well. Down 3-0 at the end of the first 15 minutes. Make that 10-0. 17-0. 17-7 at the half. Not great. Was a 37-yard touchdown pass to Jerry Jeudy. That's why we're not trading Jerry. Uh-oh. Did we break it? Okay, we didn't break it. Good. All right, boys. Please score points this half. 17-14. 21-17. Much, much better. Thank you. Fourth quarter. No points for Philadelphia, which is very, very good. Can the boys drive down? Yes, they can. They're waking up. 28-17. A 7-yard rushing touchdown for Dameon Pierce. Philadelphia fails to score, and that should be it. We should be winning in week 1. 31-17. 32-yard field goal for Easton Trout. This game is over. Kind of. We got the onside kick. We should. Oh, God, it's actually not over. All right, boys, please. A first down ends the game, and we win our season opener, I think, for the first time with this team. I love Dameon Pierce. He's so good. He's so, so good. So good. We like that. We like that a lot. First down ends the game, gentlemen. Get it done. Handoff. First down. Houston Texans 1-0. We had to wait until week 6 last season to get our first win of the year. Not this time. We win the season opener and the home opener. Hopefully people spend a crap load of money here, because I need the money. But we're 1-0. FGS, what's going on? We'll take that. Paul Devlin and company. You love to see it. Good performance by the boys. Let's take a look at the numbers as we do. Let's take a look at these numbers. That was a nice second half comeback too. Mad Dumb, what's going on? So Devlin, 400 yards, 2-1. Only 48 yards on the ground for Pierce, but it was okay. Jerry Jeudy, monster game. I would rather lose Jerry Jeudy at the end of the season than trade him now, because with him we have an amazing opportunity to do some damage this season. Elton Jenkins sucks. And John Red, Great debut. We didn't have a single sack or interception, though. That's a little bit concerning. Our defense should be better than that. But we're 1-0, which is an extreme rarity for this team. And it said we had a player upgrade. It hasn't frozen because the music's still going. Hello? 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 Are you frozen? Like the music's still going. Normally that means you're not frozen. Hello. All right, that is our that is our second crash of the year. By this time last year, this game crashed on me 24 times by this point. So to be honest, we've done pretty well given the circumstances. But all of a sudden, yeah, we get to launch night. Now this thing's crashing on me quite a bit. That's what, oh God, that's what happened last year. It was fine, and then the release day actually came, launch day, the Friday, and then all of a sudden, the game started having a shitload of tech issues. I'm kind of concerned. How did Trey Lance turn out for the Niners? Fun fact, he's on the Chargers. So that's your answer. Well, we're 1-0, so that's good. Big fan of winning. Especially, like I said, when this team is not in the best financial situation, which is totally my fault. I should have been more careful. I went, ooh, shiny new toy, and I blew it. Let's just sit in the week 2. We played the Burrs. We do have a home game again, which is nice. Which is nice. They are also 1-0. Let's see what we got. So we got our training focuses. And as always, we'll basically set up the exact same game plan. We're literally 1 training point short as well for being able to get the next upgrade that we want, which is the thing that makes everyone a scheme fit since we're not changing over schemes. So we should have our younger players get even better. As John Redcorn proves again, like I said, it feels so wrong that he's on this team. But at the same time, again, we were able to trade for him at the draft. I couldn't say no. I couldn't say no. It's like we were window shopping and they just said, ah, fuck it, take it for free. And it's like, okay, I will. And I did. Wasp, the new passing system, I enjoy it quite a bit. I think it's difficult to get used to, but I do think it's an improvement. It's Rashad Steele up to a 76. And Gerald Judy in his final season as a Texan, because there's no fucking way we're going to be able to afford to pay him the bonus money he wants. There's just no way. Again, we have to conserve as many and as much monies as we possibly can. How much money did we make in that last week, by the way? Finances... 8.9 million, that's not bad. If I can make 9 million every home game, we might actually be okay. And we have 3 straight home games and 4 of our first 5 at home. So we're going to make a lot of money early, which is actually great for the sake of re-signing. So this schedule is not bad. We take on the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears. Roquan Smith is still there. Nobody tell him that 5 years from now he's still going to be a Bear. Nobody tell him. Nobody tell him. We take on the Bears. Nova Steel, yeah, I get that. Again, PC version, I've heard mixed thoughts about it. I have heard mixed thoughts about it. Alright, boys, here you go. Let's do this. Against Chicago. Indeed, Terry McLaurin is a Bear with Justin Fields. There have been a lot of crazy roster moves in the first 4 years of this run. Alright, down 7-3. We were trailing at the beginning of last game. It's not the worst. 14-3. Our offense is really struggling. Wow, we didn't get any points there at the end. Not ideal. There we go. 14-11. 18-14. 21-14. Let's go. We are a second half team. That is what I have learned. Chicago ties it up at 21 apiece. Odell Beckham Jr. Jesus Christ, Justin Fields. Whew. Here we go. Nice. We'll take a field goal out of that. It's not bad. 55-yarder for Easton Trout. And you notice Deacon Slate, we traded him to Chicago. So he's kind of making us pay for that. Nice. Nice. Good job. Good job. Only problem I have is every bullet pass I do. Wait. Every bullet pass I do or any pass, really, some throw ball overhead of wide receiver. I'm gonna need you to retype that. I'm struggling here. Come on, boys. Yes. More points. 5 minutes left. We're up by 10. 7-yard touchdown pass to Gerald Judy. You said you always draft tight ends because of Gronk. I actually may have drafted a version of him. 80 overall superstar. His factor is massive. Can't block for shit, but catches everything. Gronk wasn't the worst blocker in the world, though. 3:24 to go. We're up by 3 after a 26-yard OBJ touchdown. Paulie Devlin, you learned in the playoffs what it takes to close out a game. Close this one out, buddy. It's a gain of 2. Close this one out. Kill that clock. Don't let them get the ball back. Do what we have to do, baby. Do what we have to do. Come on. We can do this. For the record, I do believe I figured out what was causing the issues with the backups always playing, and someone said it in chat last night. It was indeed the practice fatigue. Correct me if I'm wrong. We used to be able to determine how much effort starters put in to manage their fatigue. I don't think we can do that now, so I turned that setting off. So whoever suggested that, you're a lifesaver. It's 3rd and 4. Come on, Devlin. First down throw here. First down throw, big man. Back foot heave. Chicago's going to get the ball back. That is a less than ideal possession. Chicago has a chance to tie, if not win. Here comes Justin Fields. Can't afford to lose here. It's only week 2 and we're 1-0. Fields, quick throw over the middle. Keep that clock running. Yeah, our quarterback loves to throw off of the back foot for some reason. I don't know if it's a trait or what. Play action from Fields. He fucking heaves it. No interception, thankfully. Or no catch, no pass interference is what I was going to say. Whew. Warrior will double check next practice sesh. 3rd and 2. Okay, they do get the first down. I think that's our former wide receiver, John Mechie. Play action again. Didn't make that catch. Good. They're not quite in field goal range here. Not quite. Fields looking. Goes down. Let's go. That's a huge play. 3rd and 17. Fields looking out to his right. Knocked loose again. There's no way Dan Carlson's in field goal range. It says his target line is the 39-yard line. Trade penalties, it depends on essentially what you signed somebody to. Essentially, the idea is, think of it like a no movement clause, no trade clause. Fields has nowhere to go but down. The defense stands tall. 5th sack of the game. And we're going to go to 2-0. Whew. Again, we were 0-5 last season. We made it all the way to the Final Four, the AFC Championship game. Whew. Look at the game from Josh Robinson. What a beast. This year, though, we are going to be 2-0 to start the year, winning both games at home Let's make NRG a fortress, damn it. That's what I'm going to look like when I'm 50. It's like if you melded Coco Sports and me together. Which I think there's fan fiction written about that. 31-28, we beat the Chicago Bears. Barely. Burley? Paulie Devlin, 32 of 49, 352 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. 88 yards on the ground for Dameon Pierce with a rushing touchdown. Justice Coffey got his first ever carry and lost 3 yards. How great. 13 receptions and 2 touchdowns for Jerry Jeudy. He and Josh Robinson are something else, man. Elgin Jenkins has allowed 5 sacks in 2 games. I am very tempted to trade him. 2 sacks in that game for Fletcher Cox, by the way. Shakir DiCarvalho. Not too bad from the defense there. And a pick for Eric Kendricks. So the veterans are still getting some playing time, apparently. Maybe a little bit more than I still want them to. Is our left tackle, BJ Nash. Gets an upgrade. Again, I don't know if we're going to be able to hold on to him, but we did end up getting rid of Jedrick Wills, which was a decent decision. Super Bowl last season was Denver, who won it, and then Russ retired. And I forget, Dallas. Denver and Dallas. It was almost Denver and Seattle, which would have been cool. Which would have been quite cool. Let's go over to managed staff here. We have that upgrade point that we want. Right there, the final piece. All players on your team count as scheme fits during training. Since we are not editing scheme fit, that is exactly what we want. So not too bad. Not too bad. We're on to week 3. Another home game against Jacksonville, who we are, very bad against. So when you trade, you essentially retain salary as a penalty. Pretty much, yeah. I think you can view it that way. Breakout receiver. We'll check that in a minute. Mock draft number 1. Cool Cats. What's going on? I'm doing good. How are you? Mock drafts. Bunch of linebackers. It's a very good linebacker draft. Very, very good linebacker draft and quarterback draft from the looks of it. So let's go ahead and set up our regional scouting focus. So in the West, we are going to focus on wideouts. In the Central, we are going to focus on wideouts. In the Northeast, we could focus on quarterbacks. We are going to focus on safeties for a certain Derwin James replacement. And in the Southeast, we're going to focus on offensive tackle for a certain Jenkins replacement. So we're set up pretty damn well scouting-wise. I'm happy with where we're at right now. And that last home game, I forget how much money we had before. So how much money did we make? Was it 8.9 again? Only 6.6. Ugh. Ooh, so we made 8.9 off the home opener, but then down to 6.6. Not ideal. Wolverine, thank you for the bits. What's my opinion on Dan Marino? I have a Dan Marino card somewhere. I gotta look up the value of it. I like Dan. He was in a movie with Jim Carrey in the 90s. How can you not like Dan Marino? The thing he's most famous for, being an Ace Ventura. Okay, really quickly. Players ready to negotiate. We got a lot to handle this week. There's no way. Jerry, I would love to keep you. There's no fucking way. He wants a $30 million signing bonus. There is no way on God's green earth I can afford to keep him without bankrupting the team. Elgin Jenkins is leaving. Fuck you. You're trash. 88 rated. You are trash. You have not been a good pickup at all. But again, Austin Norris. Oh my God. Oh no! He doesn't want to come back? Austin, no! Oh, this run is cursed. No! Oh, no! He doesn't want to come back. Oh, Austin, no. There you go. Thank you, Warrior. Oh, this new system's fucking relentless. Paul Devlin's apparently not enough. He hates that we're not a historic team. Fuck. Scuzzlebutt, thank you for the 5 months. I appreciate you. Oh my god, we're okay. 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 So we're gonna have a decision to make. It's either we trade a shitload of people right now. We trade a shitload of people right now. Or we just keep this core together for the rest of this season and know we're gonna suck next year. So BJ doesn't want to stay because he's not a scheme fit. We are viewed as a playoff contender. And there is no income tax. But, shit. So we know Jenkins is leaving, because there's no way I'm re-signing him. Judy wants too much money. Austin Norris is leaving at the end of the year, unless we franchise tag him, right? Yeah, Sergachev, some of those clips that are provided, some of them, the audio is a bit too low. And, I will... Excuse me, I will change that out in a minute. Let's see if there's more bad news. Alright, Derek Sellers is, like, in between. Shakir DiCarvalho is wanting to come back. D'Angelo Graham, Dixon. And then the veterans, Rashad Steele's going to want to leave again. That fullback we signed wants to leave. Again, these are all the mentors that we signed. Wolverine, thank you for the other bits, so I think the Dolphins will do well. As a Patriots fan, I have to say yes. The AFC East is a fucking nightmare. Aside from the Jets. Okay. Okay. I mean, it is true. I don't view it as a problem. It's just a kick to the balls. But someone wanting to leave, that happens. So, Jerry Jeudy, the only way I could possibly keep you is if you were okay with not getting a signing bonus at all. No signing bonus, all cap. That is the only way we can keep you. Or if there is a signing bonus, it can't be much. So I will offer, I could offer him like $20 million a season over 6 years to see if he'd take it. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when we get to week 8. We'll see how much money we have. Yeah, the game plan for the team just changed a lot. A lot.